10 fascinating facts about WNBA superstar Caitlin Clark. It's Caitlin Clark's world. Certain sports stars have a shelf life of popularity that lasts a short amount of time. Basketball superstar Caitlin Clark has been at the forefront of the sport for a couple of years, and there are no signs of that slowing down. Here to stay. Clark might be one of the most impactful athletes of our generation. Already fun facts about the Fever star. She's taken the WNBA by storm, and is one of the most recognizable figures in all of sports. Despite the massive amount of attention she receives, there are a lot of things people might not know about her. We've compiled 10 of the most interesting facts about the Indiana Fever Phenom. 10. Caitlin Clark loves golf. For as passionate as the basketball sensation is about her primary sport, Clark is also a huge fan of golf. As ESPN documented, she once joked that she would spend her off-season training to become a professional golfer. While she said that tongue-in-cheek, Clark also describes herself as an average golfer with a 16 handicap. Taking it up a notch. In November 2024, Clark participated in an LPGA Pro-Am event called the Annika, named after golf legend Annika Sorenstam. Although she had a shaky shot that made a beeline for spectators off the tee, Clark enjoyed her time at the event. According to Women's Health magazine, Clark has been playing golf since she was about 6 years old. 9. The WNBA star wants to own a restaurant someday. Clark's astronomical popularity opens doors for her to earn income in nearly every way imaginable, but she's had a specific business idea for quite some time. She said on the Talk About Network podcast that she told her mom that she wanted to build a restaurant on a vacant lot near where she grew up in Iowa. Naming. Clark said she wanted to open a barbecue restaurant on the land. I think it was like rib. No, it was Rib Crib. I always wanted to open this restaurant called Rib Crib, and I was devastated when the lot got purchased and they built a retirement home. 8. She went to Mexico during the 2024 Olympic break. There was a lot of controversy surrounding Caitlin Clark and the USA Basketball's decision not to include her on the Olympic team in the summer of 2024. While that was disappointing for her and her most ardent supporters, it gave the Fever star some much-needed time off. She soaked up the sun with some of her WNBA teammates in Cabo, Mexico. Rest and relaxation. Clark's boyfriend Connor McCaffrey also joined in on the trip. She told the Indianapolis Star before leaving, "I honestly can't wait to not touch a basketball for a while. I've shot too many times the past year." 7. Caitlin Clark has 2 brothers. Clark has one older brother named Blake, and one younger brother named Colin. It probably shouldn't surprise anyone that both of the Clark boys have been involved in sports, just like their famous sister. Field of Dreams. Blake Clark used to play on the Iowa State University's football team. He didn't get much playing time with the Cyclones, having only logged 1 pass attempt in 4 seasons. That's because he played behind San Francisco 49ers quarterback Brock Purdy in college. Meanwhile, Colin Clark is a basketball player like his sister, as today's website noted. 6. She loves country music. Anyone even remotely familiar with Caitlin Clark's game on the basketball court knows that she likes to push the pace. However, the music she likes is much more relaxed. She told Iowa Everywhere in 2023, "Okay, this is probably gonna be surprising to a lot of people, but I go more like calm music when I'm warming up." She added that the soundtrack usually consists of country music. Doubling down. Taste of Country's website quoted Clark, "Luke Combs, that's my favorite artist of all time. That's pretty cool. He's a women's basketball fan, so that's amazing. I was not expecting that." Clark and Fever teammate Lexi Hull also joined country singer Jordan Davis on stage in the summer of 2024 to sing his hit song called Buy Dirt. 5. Caitlin Clark isn't fearless. Clark plays with a relentless energy and without any sort of reservation in her game. Her competitive fire is one of the main reasons why she's so beloved by basketball fans and the sports community in general. With that said, she did admit to being afraid of one thing. Caitlin Clark isn't fearless. Clark plays with a relentless energy and without any sort of reservation in her game. Her competitive fire is one of the main reasons why she's so beloved by basketball fans and the sports community in general. With that said, she did admit to being afraid of one thing. She's afraid of cats. She told People's website, "There was this black cat on my street growing up and it was so mean. I'm scarred. So, I'm really scared of cats." Clark didn't seem to be too shaken by the Minnesota Lynx, but we'll take her at her word. 4. Her favorite movie is The Parent Trap. One thing that fans often forget about professional athletes is that they have a lot of downtime when they aren't playing their sport or training. Like the rest of us, Caitlin Clark isn't above watching a TV show or a movie to pass the time. She told the Des Moines Register in 2018 that her favorite movie is The Parent Trap, the newer version starring Lindsay Lohan. Switcheroo. As fans of the older or newer version know, The Parent Trap involves the conniving plan of two children looking to switch lives. There are many fans who would likely give their left arm to experience one day in the life of Caitlin Clark. 3. She's a Kansas City Chiefs fan. Clark has made it known that she's a part of Chiefs Kingdom. After a thrilling Kansas City win in early November 2024, the basketball star posted CHIFSSSSSSSSS with many more exclamation points. She's been a fan of the franchise since she was a little girl, as evidenced by pictures of Clark as a youngster wearing Kansas City gear. Legendary company. Caitlin Clark's Chiefs fandom was never more apparent than during Kansas City's playoff run in the winter 2025, where she was seen watching the game next to music icon Taylor Swift. Favorite quarterback? Provided by Sports Unlimited News. While she bleeds Chiefs red through and through, Clark admired Hall of Fame quarterback Peyton Manning, especially during his time with the Colts. She told the Indianapolis Star that she had a pink Colts jersey growing up. 2. She may have a future as an MLB announcer. As we touched on earlier, Clark's off-the-court career has a chance to go in a million different directions. We can add baseball commentator as one of the many options on her list. Offers. The Philadelphia Phillies and Milwaukee Brewers have openly given Clark the chance to step into the booth when she wants. This all came about when Indiana teammate Lexi Hull posted a video of Clark casually calling a Phillies-Brewers game in September, where the two WNBA players were clearly enjoying making off-the-cuff remarks about the tilt. 1. The reason she wears number 22. Caitlin Clark has made the number 22 iconic throughout her time in college basketball and during her short time in the WNBA. There's a pretty obvious reason why she decided to don the number during her basketball career. When it all began, Clark told Sporting News, "Honestly, I'm not a very creative person. I was born on January 22nd, so it's what I went with when I was about 5 years old.